Just hitting the pause button right now. It's down.
I mean, MIBR want this mid control. They're not doing anything else on the map. They're really lining up for these two players to take mid control, but there's 4 defenders from Astralis here.
Yeah, it's going to be a bloodbath, especially with the flash unleashed by Device. Actually going to go down. Yappy charging out through the lower connector to fight the underpass player of Insani. Here comes the reaction though from MIBR. 55 seconds into an empty A bomb site.
And here's that flank from Stown we touched on in the pregame. With that open access, with mid being cleared out, they understand the tactics. So a retake gonna come from Khan. Stown is gonna have timing on a flank. Oh, and he's going Palace as well. That's so brutal, and that's a lot of damage on the Device.
Yeah, he's now humbled and forced back. And so, yeah, sure, the numbers favor them, but this Stown flank is everything. Once again, getting him behind.
Oh, now you're smoked off. You're both in CT spawn, and there's a smoke down. So have some fun.
Now, well, Safe is going to come off the ticket box. They're both pinned down here.
It's down as a molly.
Available on the back of Luxie. When are they going to decide to get on that defuse eventually? A lot of you are going to remember the kit is on the back of Hooksy. And like it's a 10-second stick for everybody else, and now he has to be the one to defuse it. He's the only one. He's dead. So Astralis have messed it up on the retake attempt, and MIBR able to hold on. So it's a first-round win here for MIBR in a very strange situation towards the end of the round.
Yeah, that's a very sloppy round from Astralis. A very sloppy retake.
Rifle anyway with utility. Could respond to it quite quickly. Swing in. Steal's going to come out on top of Breno and Sani, 1-for-1.
So Device is going to play this very slow. The only player in middle inside the window smoke for the moment. Yabi checking for information at the A bomb site. Device going to bide his time as a Molotov is thrown up above him. Tucked into the corner, sound cues given up by Insani, so Device, when does this smoke fade and will he have a chance to peek? Yes.
Yes, he did. In fact, he will. Device goes down. Now Stown, his turn to try and defend the connector play. Flash is going through, and Insani's on the lead charge. Safe coming in behind. But look at this from Stown. Straight through the smoke. Nearly gets a double kill, but Insani's reaction is here. 35 seconds left. MIBR have the player advantage, and Yabi yet to make his move, and now he has to because Hooksy's gone down in connector, and it's all Yabi for the 1v3. He steps up, no kid on his back, spotted and taken down by Nick. So scoreline's tied up just like that. MIBR bring it to 2 apiece, and for Astralis, money's in the bin.
Well, this is
Astralis would probably be one of the teams most surprised. I think FISSURE going out today was a massive one too, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that one, well, hold the thought, because we got a little bit of action bone quick. Exit's pushing up Catwalk. He's taking a lot of space with the cover of utility. Wants to peer in towards Khan. Nobody's home, so the timing he wanted didn't get hit, but him and Insani combined for the opening kill. A double peek on the top of Catwalk, and there's Device for the shutdown, and the action continues at A.
Let's start to the rounds here from Astralis. Could get better, but Safe ensures that it won't. A double kill back is Yabi and Stown down in 1 second. We've got Device and Hooksy trying to win this now on a retake, and that grenade goes in. Safe's gone from the site, so it's all on Nyx. He's going to wait just in front of Ticket. Biding his time. No kit available on the remaining 2 players from Astralis here of Hooksy and Device. They need to get a move on. They need to get into the bomb site, and Nyx in the fights. They know exactly where he is now. He'll try and make it awkward, delay, and slow them down with flashes. Smoke goes on to the defuse. They've got to get on it in the next 4 seconds here if they want to win the round. One of them needs to hold it right now unless they've lost it. Oh, it's over. Astralis have lost it again to time, and it's Nyx in the 1v2 clutch, taking HooXi down and forcing Device into the safe call.
Man, I mean, again, just another post plant that just feels like that one felt like it's played very, very odd. Like
on
if
the
you don't
CT side of Mirage yesterday against Tyloo.
One thing that'd be good mentioning from the previous round is the double kill that comes out in like the middle of the round. Again, that's another 4-on-2. And I think the frustrating thing for Device is he's holding a line with the op at the A bomb site, and 2 of his teammates kind of cross to take the fight that he's holding for. So for him, he's like, you guys just got doubled for no reason. Like, I'm here. Neither of you needed to take the fight.
Well, that certainly helps matters for Astralis. A stare deeg to the head of safe.
And even that one's a little bit confusing. Why is the Opper solo pushing through a smoke into another smoke at the B bomb site? So an AWP given over to Stare. Now, I mean, Astralis still out of position, 2 players at B. So the timing on this move up con is very, very nice for Astralis. There's nothing Yabi can do to delay, and the A bomb site is in a lot of trouble, and likely just call it lost.
Good pick here from Stown. Exit gonna go. So 3v4. Can the Danes win this, even with some of the weaker weapons available? Stare still has that AWP. And Sonny, quick headshot. Trying to mow down the jungle player. He goes back into the peak at Con, and he is revealed to be taken down by Stare's AWP. So now Breno and Nyx holding down the side. Astralis have struggled on retakes, and once again, they've got to do it without a kit.
Well, you have 2 ops at least this time.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier,
that's going to do for you.
Yeah, well, let's see what they can do now. AKs have been picked up instead, but they've got to get a move on. They have the time left on the clock to get on that defuse, and Stare moving forward, creeping silently into the site. Nice shot on the deagle. Stare is doing everything, but Breno yet to reveal himself, and he's won it. Breno steals it away from Astralis' hands again. And HooXi to fall away, to fall back. It was so close. Once again, though, the post plant goes in the way of MIBR.
Okay, so let's go through this now. I mean, this round was always going to be tough for Astralis with the low buy with the Device saved off, but now they've lost a full... Retooling themselves after a little bit of attention and pressure applied to the B site. 3 players going through T spawn towards A. A pair are going to try and join up, and Sani and Exit are going to try and join up coming through Con. But again, they're doing this tactic in a round where there's a 3-man defense.
Stare silences Insani. Gonna look for the follow-up kill too, but Exit will deny that possibility. He'll drop back into the cover of the smoke. And now IPR's reaction now is trying to finish onto this A bomb site. Yabi plays behind triple. And that bomb has already burst out towards Sandwich. Rotation coming in from Astralis' defenses towards Ticket. HooXi now arriving down at the stairs. And Device chiming in with the AWP. Breno only won this time. Safe comes out of the ramp. And really is the last-ditch effort is his impact. If he's unable to do anything, MIBR will not get into this round. Bomb is down at the bottom of the stairs. Is picked up again by Safe, and he's retreating with 15 seconds left. He realizes there was no opportunity presented to actually win the round, so hang on to the AWP.
I mean, I can't even blame Exit for the decision after getting dinked. He kind of falls back through underpass towards the B bomb site, and he wants to go catwalk to like play the post plant, but all of his teammates go down with no HP. Felt like he didn't have a chance to have impact in middle, and he's probably correct. Very, very quickly after just the 1 loss, Nyx and Insani forced down to Tech 9s. Galil on Breno.
3 players spotted there on that Nyx peak.
Yeah, now he knows, and he's like, all right, guys, you're clear to take mid. Nobody's home.
Nice shot from Device. It's going to bring down Insani. Just playing in front of that smoke at Con. So advantage picked out for Astralis. Device unlikely to let this one slip, so he's just going to play up towards the window. And could even get himself another. Some audible dismount there from Breno as he drops into the underpass.
Yeah, he's just calling out to his teammates. One's an underpass or underneath window. HooXi's got support at the B bomb site with Stown over on catwalk, who can turn quickly.
Number of rounds yesterday where Tyloo found success finishing on this B bomb site. HooXi and Stown going to be on high alert to try and deal with this threat of MIBR coming their way.
Sure, well, Stown's having a much better game. 9 and 5. I think he's got more kills in 8 rounds of completed play so far here than he did in the whole map against Tyloo. So a little bit of a different defense you'll be going up against. HooXi inside the bomb site, Stown on catwalk.
As HooXi down inside of the site, Nyx going to be taken away. And a second kill for HooXi as he just makes it look easy with 3 mowing them down. Safe's locked in the apartments. And he's just going to try and drop further back to save this, and he will prevent HooXi from getting a further frag. And yeah, much better already from a number of the individuals from Astralis.
Well,
we're looking at 5-4.
He's in trouble, and he's not going to get away with his ult. I think he's kind of realized it at this point. 1 kill. Ooh, missed shot. Had to be fast. And probably wouldn't have had a second chance after that, even if he gets the kill. Astralis up to 4. They put it in mid this entire round. And Stown has shifted back to the B bomb site, so there's that crossfire. A little bit of utility is going to pull Stown back towards Catwalk because his teammates at the A bomb site have no vision, no information, and actually they're making the worst call they could at the moment, which is getting aggressive on A ramp, moving themselves farther away from the B bomb site.
He's going towards short as well, but Stown, how clean is that? As they try and get past the window, it's a double headshot, and they will not check for Hooksy. They're going to be looking everywhere but here, but he gives it away. Element of surprise, dead. At least he's got the rotation of Device's AWP all the way over at Market now. And Hooksy's just buying time. Staying alive, being a threat. Stair going in, nipping at the heels of Exit has taken him away from the server. And with 20 seconds on the clock, that plant finally committed to here for MIBR. It will heat up in the site. Grenade damage will blast Nyx into the open and force him into Hooksy's gaze. And we've got safe 1v3 stuck in the apartments and denied by Device.
Sound hit some absolute bangers, but I feel like the real hero of that round is Hooksy with the way he plays that. You know, missing the initial shot, that's quite a tough angle to hit the shot as they drop off the balcony, but staying alive. Not trying to just get frustrated and swing and go for the kill, not trying to find the guy up in halls, just being a constant point of pressure. Somewhere that MIBR has to keep their gaze towards and gives a lot of freedom over Device shifting over with the AWP, but Hooksy in that position now. If Breno can stay alive in this position, as all the rest of his team rotates back towards the A bomb site, he turns into quite a problem. Astralis, they desperately want to find him and find him quickly.
Oh my god, Breno always tracked Hooksy to the bench as well. All that space taken so early in the round. It's not even a commitment to the B-bomb site. It's just one guy causing problems. Now Nyx has walked out silently into the A-bomb site. Yabby's going to catch him looking the wrong way. So a couple of kills for Astralis, and just like that, the round's back safely in their hands.
Honestly, what a great read from Yabby. What a great read from Stair, who doesn't get any of the glory, but did stick around at the bomb site. But I think at a certain point, you could tell that was a one-man fake that they were really, really trying to sell, especially when there's no response, no follow-up after Hooksy gets killed. Yabby's just like, something feels off. Like, they should be attacking that. I should be hearing the comms that the bomb site is overrun. They're in the site. The bomb's being planted. And it was very chill. So good play from Yabby, just hiding the whole time, waiting for his moment. And Exit will be the final one to go down. 7-5 for Astralis. They hit a speed bump in round 3. Let it really is. I think Nuke is going to be extremely difficult for them yet again. Nuke was a 13-7 victory for Astralis on day 1. And 7 is generous. One into the window, aggressive up con, good kill from Insani, but the rest of the Astralis players are already attacking into the site. Exit can't handle it, now it's on safe.
Not exactly clean, but eventually gets one Yabby to swiftly respond as Astralis into the site. And they're so good in these pistol rounds. We'll see how this 3v3 pans out because Insani's coming up through connector now.
Well, the smoke faded at Con, and they can no longer plant the bomb safe. They don't have control of CT, they don't have control of Con, so there's actually nowhere to get this planted. They have to go find a kill now. MIBR did a good job of delaying the plant, and now putting them in the tough position. 50 seconds on the clock. Hooksy is over by the murder hole and window room and jungle. He hasn't moved. As long as MIBR just stay patient, stand pat where they are, it's Astralis who's got to make the next play. And MIBR realized that.
Slipping into the open, and Sani's headshot connects. Hooksy down, and Breno on the follow-up, so it's all Stair to try and win the what? What is that from Stair? They've run out of ammo. Both of them on the reload, and he's got away over towards Tetris, but he has built up a beautiful clutch here. 17 seconds, bomb on his back, such limited time, but it's up against Insani. Stair with a 1v3 in spectacular fashion, and Astralis have another pistol round win.
Yeah, they had no business winning that. No business. What incredible shots. Even the last one, you could feel he was like destined to get a third headshot. He's tapping away with 3 bullets left. Disgusting from Stair. And that begins to take away some of the pain of those incredible clutch losses they lost in the first half.
That's so insane. His second shot, watch this. Boom! He's so sick. And yeah, you just think he's going to hit that headshot, but he doesn't. He comes back and resets. His heart probably racing because he realizes he's so close to a spectacular moment. Well, he's got the pistol here for Astralis. MIBR can't catch a break.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice coordination.
Well, it's going to be a B split for Astralis. Currently, a couple players waiting in the apartments. Astralis readying themselves through short, but if they go into the B bomb site, look how many players are here from the CT side. So they've got plenty of time. Astralis can change their mind, and MIBR, I think they have changed their mind, so they're going to run away, leaving the B bomb site and rapidly racing back to the A side of things.
I thought Hooksy would just call him back to B. I think he heard all those footsteps. Good kill from Device. Yeah, Yabi's just going right back up the underpass stairs, so he was like, yeah, all 5 players are on CT spawn.
Well, Hooksy now can make some money on the side of the map. Just 1 from the MAC-10. And the Astralis find themselves into the B bomb site. Should never be a world in which this even gets close, so 10-5.
Yeah, really well done. I mean, you could see Hooksy's never going to let his team walk into a bomb site in a 5-on-5 without scouting, knowing the economic situation. Now, Device could lose his life, but he won't. That's a very quick headshot.
Very well could have, Jason. 5 HP survives on, but...
The possibility was there, it feels.
Crazy shot.
So double digits for Astralis. Firm control and looking sharp, looking like this T side is having no issues, and that's kind of the, I guess, the fun part for Astralis, and the interesting part about this kind of a map interaction. If we kind of build off the assumption that MIBR saw some weakness in Astralis' game against Tyloo on this map, well, for Astralis, who's still trying to figure out their map pool and figure out what's strong and what's not and what they need to work on going into the future, they looked at that game as a huge learning experience, right? They probably yet to post a CT round in this Mirage map. So here's a mid-crunch from Catwalk and Khan. Hooksy calling out all the information, all the utility, calling out numbers. He knows at least 2 to 3 in middle. Rest of his team is primed in B halls. Stound's going to come join up with them now. Turns into a Catwalk split. Stair will lurk. Both defenders of the B bomb site on Catwalk.
Here goes the boost. Bruno going over the top. Hooksy's just gone into the ladder room, and there's a quick kill for Bruno. He'll dismount very swiftly, but they walk right into Hooksy. So Bruno gone, and Hooksy knows the second player can't have gone far.
Well, he knows they boosted, right? I mean, he's just patiently waiting for the smoke to fade so his teammates can get into the action. Here are the Molotovs, and now Nyx knows I'm in a terrible position.
No, let's see what Nyx can do. A lot of pressure coming his way. A lot of Astralis players ready to bombard that B bomb site. Yabi takes Nyx down, so the first test has failed. And now, quick into Hooksy. Got around the corner just in time. X is taking Stound out of the play, but the grenade lands right upon him, and the trade is swift. Safe now left alone. 1v3 stuck in market. Astralis populates short, van, and soon the apartments. A very difficult situation here for Safe to even get close, so he can't win it. He's going to have to sit back. And it will be 11 rounds now for Astralis. MIBR have not been in this game.
I think he's going late. I think he's going to go
but
really
they're
late.
watching for it, surely.
He has a chance here.
Oh my God.
Yabi's got low HP. He's going to get far away.
Dude, no, he's watching.
Oh,
Yabi's shot. No, he looked away. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, Jason. He's won. He won the round.
Absolutely.
What the? He actually got it. Oh my God, that is so ridiculous. What a round from Safe.
He's booked him.
He's just perfectly played that. Like, the timing couldn't have been better.
I noticed it 2 rounds ago that Astralis left that B bomb site bomb really, really early. I didn't think it would come back.
It's going to be a jump out of the B apartments. It's going to be Nyx holding on, though, just for the 1 star. Makes a quick trade happen. Once again, MIBR, a 3v4 player deficit situation, and it was just about to get worse, but Safe is stepping up again for MIBR. Safe is being the difference, keeping them competitive in these kind of rounds. He's got 2 already, but he's down now, and so it falls to Exit, who's a very quiet individual game here. 3 and 13, and Device is sandwiching him.
I wonder how aware Exit is. If he reads this flank, he's a god. But at this point, he feels so nervous, just kind of huddled in. Okay, he's not reading it. But he's got nowhere to go. He doesn't want to push out into the arms, and he's just going to be free kill for Device. 11-6.
Yeah, well, you lose the previous round, but you bounce back immediately.
The quick fights that MIBR brought to bear almost slips away.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like they've, in a way, Astralis have lost these rounds rather than MIBR winning them. And we've got Exit going in towards the ramp. He's going to come out on top of the P250. Good trade from Stair again.
Don't have to commit. Plenty of time, 1.5 minutes on the clock. Hooksy can slow the boys down, but they at least want to get out of this death trap of 3 choke points surrounding them as the utility fades. Hooksy leads the way, 1 in dark. There's Stair and Device chiming in. Breno, the last one left. 2 on 2, trying to be tricky with it. Not gonna happen, but Nyx is here.
AWP picked up, and Nyx could close this against Yappy in the 1v1. He's going to be blasted with a grenade, forced back into the connector, and Yappy is going to have time to plant the bomb, but a really smooth reposition here from Nyx. He's actually going all the way to CT. And does Yappy read how quickly he could be here? Eventually he's going to consider it, but he's checking jungle first. And look how quick Nyx got to the spot. Now Yappy clocks the idea, and he plays under the wood. Oh, it's going to come down to whether Nyx spots him first. This AWP encroaching on the position. Yappy into the open. Well played. And Yappy is able to close on map points here for Astralis.
Really strong.
Well, they're going to finish with an A execution. The simplest strategy available here on Mirage. Toss the 3 smokes in, the flash is right over the top, and exit unraveling the first 2 players. It's Yappy and Hooksy going down. Start to respawn, Stown to follow up, and burning at the back at triple is Insani. Fortunately for him, he has a smoke. And he'll still stand for a second longer, and I say a second, and I mean it, because Stag just sends one bullet straight through the box, but it's closed out regardless. Astralis, via brute force, get into the A-bomb site and close out Mirage. A number of rounds they're not going to be too happy with, especially in those post plants. But regardless, it's another rather comfortable scoreline against MIBR.
Yeah, way earlier after 10-2 half, so let's see what they've got here today. Device already spotting 1. P250 taking the crouch fight.
T's flood over the main roof, Insani doing well to get 1. Oh my god, he got a second as well. There we go, much better pistol here for MIBR.
This is the pistol round they ran against Tyloo yesterday, and the same thing happened. They kind of drop down, and they all get stuck at the single box front credit. I think
Maybe
this
have
time,
to chalk that one away.
Yeah, that might not be a pistol round you want to run too much more often. Some cool ideas with it, but obviously 2 teams now have shown you they can handle it with no big deal. And Astralis outside of this has pretty much been pretty solid at pistols throughout the event.
Very, very solid. That might have been...
Outside of this one tactic.
I think that might have been the only one they lose. So, yeah, 55 seconds left. Yappy. Gonna see how much damage he can do. There's another chance. Okay. If he had flicked back to exit, then he's really on for a clutch.
Gave him the squeak door in towards smoke to open up rounds. Down outside was really efficient, so we'll see how this half goes. Tap of the plant is going to make everyone nervous, like what the hell's happening? And he catches the location of 2 players. One on the ground with an MP9, one up in heaven.
Exit waiting, biding his time. Bruno get away at the vent. It's going to be Stown to go down first, and MIBR getting traded out. Oh god, it's destruction. Astralis stepping up, safe, having to save his team as Nyx gets spun on by Yappy. Tech-9s. And it's absolutely terrible for MIBR to lose in that fashion.
That's the thing, I think.
And a buy is here for MIBR. Finally enough money to get a purchase.
Yeah, some nice kills in garbage time as well for MIBR as the bomb goes off. A couple players from Astralis go down, or 1 extra player goes down from it. So some economic damage dealt to this T side. Good damage on a device, down to 34. Smoke wall erected. Utility is out for the cross. And MIBR falling back and panicking. I don't think Yappy was close enough to squeak door, but he might have been to hear this drop from exit and vents. Very loud reposition. So playing it safe with the jump spot. He's got a teammate over in ramp who can drop down and join him eventually.
Oh, a couple of shots was by on the jump spot. Exit trying to get back into position in time, and unfortunately not anything really worth talking about that. Hooksy takes him down quite quickly with the MP9. Now it's Safe's turn, just 1 for 1. The bomb will be picked up and Star likely to be the man to plant it.
Question is there ever a point where MLBB think that we should save this round? 1 player downstairs, 2 in the upper bomb site still, and it's now. I mean, you're not going to go for it any longer. Good lurk from Yappy. This is what made him such a nuisance yesterday on the map. A lot of his lurks in towards lobby and squeak door. This time it comes from outside. Four to 1 for Astralis.
Nice shot. Sends one right back. Good trade from Insani. He's going to flee the scene now and just hold on to this M4A1 back in spawn. But that's the buy for MIBR that really doesn't get anywhere.
Very loud Danish claps coming from the studio. That sounded like a rugger clap.
Yeah, they're going to be feeling very happy about the start of the game. 4-1 lead for Astralis. And we do start to get into that territory where...
He exits over in secret. They want to dismantle this attack, any kind of secret play, but it's only going to be a lurk. It's only going to be 1 player who even close to outside. That's Stare. So the smoke wall to take away information and perhaps make MIBR feel like there's more than there actually is outside. But Exit's in the perfect position to gather that information. If he ever peeks up and sees it clear,
Nick's line and wait. He knows they're coming at him, but the flashes come in. He dodges it, looks into the wall. They run right into him. He gets one. Safe gone for some wall bangs, but already Astralis have evaded his gaze. But this is the position. Exit getting spotted. He's hoping. No, he didn't. He didn't get spotted. Okay, they just run right by, so he's able to just hide, bide his time, and he's got two. Truly, he's got two here, and that's exactly what he's got. Exit with a double, and the round won by Exit's maneuver.
Yeah, man, Exit got into that position so fast. Astralis never thought he was going to beat the timing all the way back from Secret. Good hustle from Exit, and I mean, making that decision super quick. Yeah, got caught last round from the Secret play, but this time he's getting a lot of space. That's a beautiful shot. Device has been taken out, but Astralis can just wait with ramp room control. Wait for Stair to make his play, because he's going to find an opening for you, and it's right here in front of him. There goes Breno.
Nice shot. Safe to remove Yabby. A 3v3 with a minute on the clock.
Problem being that Hooksy can't actually join up with him. He's telling his boys right now, it's great that you have ramp room, but I'm kind of stuck in lobby. So Safe's reposition has taken him out of the gaze of Astralis. Up over towards Mini, and he can't hit the shot. Out in the open. Good job from Stair.
Yeah, it does great work to take Safe out of the equation. 35 seconds now, and Sonny waits down at Hell. Exit's making his way through the trophy room. 30 seconds. Bomb starting to get planted right about now.
And Sonny's already lining up like he's going to save this. I think a lot depends on if Exit can get anything on this flank.
It just doesn't seem likely at all, so he realizes that he's going to start backing away and saving his weapon too. AWP recovered off the ground, so go and save that. 6-2 for Astralis.
Yeah, I'd like to at least see them challenge for something. I guess prioritizing the AWP. But I mean, 2-on-3, you're down 5-2, about to be 6-2. I would have liked to have seen if they could have just kind of tested that upper bomb site, see if they're going to catch someone out in the open, catch someone making a mistake, not focused. You had plenty of time to try and work something or see if there was an opportunity to go for it. MIBR play the long game, saving the weapons.
Terrorists win.
Maybe we could write something.
I was wondering where you're going to go with that.
Let's go. Well, round 9, and Astralis 6-2 up. Another comfortable day at the office here on Nuke. Exits low HP. Did get the opening kill. Didn't get traded. I like that from Safe. Going aggressive into the smoke, taking the fight to Astralis, not letting them get away with all the space that they desire. And he's inside of the smoking mini this time. Maybe he could get another one as well. Everybody has surely lost track of what's happening.
Yeah, and I mean, the round's been thrown to such chaos at this point that Astralis is just kind of like, all right, well, we're going to have to get something miraculous. Device has an aggressive timing towards Redbox, looking to try and equalize the player count outside. He'll have a chance.
Finish off a Device, sends one straight through Exit. That's got to be a 1v5 for Device.
He knows damage is still important in this round, so he's gonna play this out like it's a serious chance at winning it. He wants 1 or 2 more kills to take some money away from them down the stretch. 48 seconds left on the clock as he makes his move. Started as a 1v5. He does have the bomb on his back.
And he's going to get called by Insani. Device will go down. So the round was pretty much over as soon as it began. Once that initial attack, no one playing with him. And Insani knows that. Look at his push.
Yeah, I was going to say, look how deep he is outside. This is a huge flank. This is a lot of information.
And the Astralis now know that too.
But not getting a kill is quite a missed gift.
Yeah, now Astralis know that their outside smokes are not faking them out. So you anticipate the fact that they're still committed to the inner bomb site. But do you still just bash your head against the wall and see if you can break through?
I don't know, maybe not anymore. Diaby, Hooksy, and Sound have been brought down before this hit even begins, and a cleanup from Insani. He's having himself one hell of a round. Somehow Yabby makes it down the vent, so does Stair. And nobody is home. You've got a lurk at Squeak Door and a lurk outside. So there's only 2 Astralis players at this site, and that's a big win for Stair.
Yeah, important kill coming through here. Astralis a player ahead with a bomb planted. Safe, Breno, and Exit. At this point, they've got to start figuring out ways to get into the rounds, but they're so far away from it. They're all disjointed, and now losing Exit, you can't do anything about this.
And they still haven't even found Stout.
And Safe's going to get spotted.
Okay, well now Astralis know they're not going for it.
Yeah, so it's 7 rounds. And Device makes that one look easy. So 70 rounds already for Astralis.
Yeah, dismantling here so far. Nuke, much like, I mean, we said Mirage was a must-win for this exact reason. Astralis on Nuke just looked so good against MIBR and against Tyloo. So Breno, you need this kill, not gonna get it. The dink is there, but Device is sharp. 8 and 4 for Device, tied with Yabby to lead the way for Astralis.
2 rounds left in the half, but it feels like this is the one. Yeah, MIBR, you've got the best buy you're going to have. Let's give it a go. Stair going down towards Secret.
Yeah, but
Device slinking in behind with Stown.
Only one player making noise. The other two walked, so they wanted the indication. They wanted to play a little bit of a mind game. Say, only one player is actually coming here. This is just a classic lurk and a missed shot from Safe. Oh, Stair wants to press the issue. Good recovery.
We're going for a second. Safe with some huge impact and output for his team. Nick's coming down, nipping at their heels with an MP9. They're not looking the right way. Hooksy spins back and the bomb goes down. Stown and Yabby 2v4, and they're going to try and work this one. They're separated entirely from each other. Yabby's on the upper bomb site, and Stown down below. And now it's just Stown.
Good catch from Insani.
What can he really do? I mean, they are separated, Jason. They are in 1v1 fights.
Yeah, but Stown needs to pick one and get aggressive. 40 seconds left, and he's in no man's land at the moment. So going towards ramp room and spotted out by Breno. I think the shoulder must have shown beforehand because that's a quick kill or quick death to take if you're Stown. I think for the first time in this half, down to pistols. Money's been taken away from Astralis.
So 5 rounds is the most likely outcome, and really didn't feel like MIBR were going to get close to that.
I don't know. There's been some powerful upper hits throughout this half from Astralis. They might just win one again here.
Well, let's see. Good utility. Heating things up for Breno at the back of the bomb site. He's caught by flashes, but exit and safe. Open up proceedings of MIBR success, and every single kill goes the way of the Brazilians right at the end of the first half.
Hooksy's been going out the hut and pre-firing that left angle along the hut wall like it's in the cards.
I bring this up because you mentioned earlier how on Nuke yesterday, Stown and Yabby had a field day. Stown kicks off the second half 3-9. So let's keep eyes on how he performs on the CT side. Going to be hoping for a better game. No outside presence here at all from the CT, so all the space being taken for MIBR with no resistance being mounted whatsoever. So Yabby's going to send one bullet back. Breno to respond as Yabby goes down, and a 4v4, making it 4v3 as Astralis looking like they're in the better position, but it's short-lived thanks to Nyx's response, and they just keep fighting it, hell, and MIBR coming out on top of those jewels. Then Stown gets involved in one, and Hooksy's all of a sudden alone.
Yeah, dang, I think lost some awkward engagement. Some good shooting with the Glocks, though. Exit got a couple. Insani with the P250 got one. Bombs being planted at the lower bomb site, and Hooksy is way far out of position. He got the kills earlier, so they knew exactly where he was, and now they can comfortably play the post plant.
Hooksy going to be dropping down into B. Looking to give this a go, but it's going to be tough for Hooksy to win it. No kit's got to start making some steps. Gets audible down into the site, and that double door swings wide open. It's Nyx to bring him down. And MIBR win both pistols here on Nuke.
Yeah, now will it be enough?
Yabby come out on top. Nyx to fall. The opening kill for Astralis picked up. And they want to get off to winning ways as quickly as possible on this CT side. Being frustrating beginning to the half for them, losing the pistol, not getting into this 4 spots going their way. But bringing Nyx down first gives Astralis at least a foothold.
And I mean, just having complete control of lobby as well. MIBR, like this kind of ruins everything. What are you supposed to do? You only have the outer portion of the map available to you. And that was exactly what ruined you in the first time you played on this map. So back in a lobby we go for a mid-round retake. A minute left on the clock, just under it.
Hooksy, exit, walking right into him. So another kill here for Astralis, and Hooksy, he's in a spot where he's about to get forced to die due to the utility and just the pressure they put on him, but he has slowed things down.
That death doesn't matter because Hooksy just calls out there's at least 2 more in lobby. I don't know if he spotted the 3rd, but Astralis know everything.
And they know they've got them pinned in the lobby, and they can just wait now for them to try and walk out. So Safe is going to have to try and bring the fight to Device. Creepy never close, actually managed to get into the vent, but there's already a player rotated down, and Device stops Insani from joining his teammates on the descent. Well, 19 seconds left. Stare is the problem here on the B site for MIBR. They're going to try and deal with him, and they just won't be able to do so. Very quick for Stare, shuts the doors as well, and Safe has to back away and save.
Yeah, and he should be able to get away as well. Nobody's going to be hunting him through Secret or from Secret, so he can actually just bail out. But starting to follow his path. They want this AWP taken away.
They're not going to be able to fully commit to it, so he hangs on to the sniper. But
Almost like a hero AK next to an L.
Might be able to make something work with this. Good initial damage. And Sani, the player to take the brunt of it. He's down to 38. Stare in secret, not revealing his head just yet.
This round's going to take a while. It's going to be slow played because, I mean, MIBR is basically just covering Safe, letting him use the AWP and peek into angles. And they're going to give him plenty of time to find it.
Now waits a minute, they wrap around towards help. 55 seconds.
Okay, so the reaction will be take lobby from Astralis. You already have device pushing up in towards radio. As long as they get this cleared within the next 5 or 6 seconds, they can turn around. They can either play for the retake or they can actually get a little bit more aggressive on Heaven to make sure nobody can get into the bomb site. But Device is playing a very dangerous game coming back. That's why. Caught in transition, no information. Stares down low, now he's pressured. He's got to find the safety of the doors. Oh, MIBR is making this round really, really tough for Astralis.
20 seconds on the clock. Yabby able to get rid of Safe. Another response from Stairs. The bomb plant trying to steal it away. And they have done exactly that. So bomb gets planted. Let's see what Exit and Breno can muster. Really is Breno that has to do everything. And he's just pinned against the wall. So nothing he can do in terms of affecting the outcome of the round. But maybe Exit can step up and do that instead. They're not on the defuse. Not yet, and there is only one kit, and that's Stare picking it up, and he's got the headshot too. So Stare does a great job, gets back in on that retake. There's Yabby. He's going to retreat onto the hut, back into the site, and look at Stare. Look at him go, pushing through ramp. Can work with the distraction being set up as well. It's going to perfectly play for Astralis. Now comes Yabby, just waves of attack coming out from the defense, but they get stopped. I might be able to do a decent job of fending that off. It looked like it was about to be a lot more deadly, a lot more effective.
Yeah, but even when Astralis lose some of those fights, we saw it with Hooksy earlier, even when you lose those fights, it's like you still get all the information, so you still have some things you gain from that battle, even though you end up going down. It's allowed for this flank outside. Device gonna find Safe coming through the smoke, and now Nyx, the newest addition, stuck in a 1v3. Gonna come out hut. He's got a chance against Hooksy.
Stepping. So much noise. Alerting the crosshairs directly towards him. Nyx has nowhere to go, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And into the open, he will go to his death as Astralis take one step closer to rounding out the series and qualifying for playoffs.
It's actually kind of a cool series or a cool map. He's probably frustrated, and he's like, I'd like to get stuck in some action. I'd like to at least find a clean fight, and he's done it.
Yeah, he's just pushed down Secret, got involved in the fight.
Yeah, I have an idea. Let's do this. This can be the play. And it's where they've missed ideas the most is on these first plays, these first timings for MIBR.
He's got the AK now picked up off of Stound's rotation. He is having a very quiet game. Sonic has over double the kills that Stound's been able to put on the board. But Stare's been solid. And he's once again down here in the B-bomb site.
Yeah, Stare might be a little bit underrated on this team just due to name value of Device, Yabby, Stound, and even Hooksy. Stare kind of gets lost in the sauce, but he's been rock solid for Astralis during his tenure in the jersey. Has a chance to save a tough scenario as he's the sole defender downstairs. Yabby can find this kill in lobby, and he will. Sees the jiggles and aware of what comes next.
Nice shot for Hooksy. Stare to step up alongside of him. Another double kill, and Stare is just so reliable on this B-bomb site.
That's what I'm talking about. Good see.
Nice shot from Device. A lot of damage down for Hooksy as well. Breno to fall down. Astralis holding on and destroying the speedy attack of MIBR. But Nixon and Sani's 2 kills have kept this within touching distance, especially because they've kept their health and they've got a lot of time left with the bomb still in their possession. So they're going to try and change it up, go into the ramp room. Probably got eyes on it, but those eyes are now gone as Stare has been plucked away. Now it's Stown and Device all of a sudden that have to win this 2v2, and it's going to have to be a retake.
Yeah, well, Stown has dropped down. Device is still staying to see if they fall back ramp room with that AWP. He'll turn that into a flank. So Stown just has to kind of stay alive and make sure he's continually passing information over to Device. Oh, good smoke. They wanted to double swing this from the door after the molly. And now Stown knows where both players are. So Device, he's got all the information he needs.
And the flash, if you're making it a little bit more awkward, Stown with utility in his hands. It's a really uncomfortable spot. He's going to break the smoke slightly. Grenade goes deep, so there's just damage being done. Device is currently taking steps closer and closer. Stown's actually slipped out of the double doors.
Well, Device told him it was clear.
Well, Stown's gone down, so that should be the round now. Device has got to win a 1v2 here. Just applying pressure with utility. Another bit of nade damage.
He can actually win this.
AK pulled out. Can Device win this? Into the open. First kill on Nyx. Taps the defuse. This time, the shot comes through from Exit. And MIBR will recover it. Considering the early start from Astralis, it looked like it had enough stopping power to win it, but massive turnaround from MIBR.
Yeah, forced down to an MP9 just to get utility.
Good here from Hooksy. Just gonna roll away. Breno as well.
Oh, damn!
And what is that from Nyx? Okay, a lot of skill being displayed by the young man, and while he's finally taken down by Device, but that 3K has put his team in a position where they might be able to grab 10 rounds. And look at the money as well for Astralis. It's on the line, and so that play might just be one of the catalysts to allow MIBR completely back into the game.
And they had no one in position to rotate down lower. When they get denied intel, Stairs all the way up in heaven already, so a free bomb plant and plenty of time for Insani and Safe to find whatever positions they want. The retake is going to be split. Stair from ramp room, Device coming secret, and it's good you talked about the money because they'll have a decision to make.
Well, they have to go for it. It's a 2v2. But they know the risk they run. They have to be successful. Insani has the cover of the ramp. He's got plenty of positions here. He can just hide out, and they're taking a long time here. They're not going to have a lot of time when it comes to the actual defuse situation. There's a kid on the back of Stair, but he has to get rid of Insani. Has to get him right now, and he will.
Smoke on Device.
You've got to smoke it up. You've got to get out now. Stair's the one with the kit. And look how far away he is. Oh, it's done. He can't win it anymore. They've run out of time. Astralis have to try and flee the scene. And no, you don't want to lose these weapons. You do not want to lose these guns. And they're going to lose one. At least Device able to hold on to the AWP.
2 HP on Device after the play, but this is the same issues that plagued them on Mirage. The post plants.
It's going to be a full commitment.
He's just got to stay in this position. Unfortunately, with the AWP, he can't be the aggressor. He's got to hope they kind of walk into his crosshair, and MIBR just avoiding lobby whatsoever, but a trap is laid in secret for Astralis. One in vents, one in control side, one at single door. We'll scratch the guy on control side.
Huh. Easily dealt with by Insani, and all the USPs you would imagine should be rather easy to get rid of. Stair at least getting something, preventing the clean sheet.
And Device has gone down.
Device has lost the AWP, so...
Yep. Good job. I think that's Nyx on the lurk who finds it.
Just got one extra kill that right at the end.
It's all good. Tied up at 11.
Massive work from Nyx in the previous round, putting them in a position now where they can crossing red to secret. Walking all the way down, and Safe has made it as the final member.
We never really saw these attacks on day one because MIBR never made it to this point.
Decisive point of the game. The chances for Astralis to make it into the playoffs if they win this round exponentially rise. Device. Oh, he gets cleared. Insani so sharp. Even though Device got the initial bullets off and the initial damage, Insani hits the headshot.
I don't know if I don't really like that position with an MP9 all that much, but I don't know if he's trying to sell the stack, right? Like he's trying to say, I'm the player down here. You guys go ahead and watch in. We got Stair and Yabby close by.
Well, we've talked about Stair and how reliable he is. He gets another pick, a second kill from Stair. And it's this enough for Astralis to step up. Stair, runs out of bullets, goes to the USP instead, and now relies upon his teammates. Upon the other members of the squad. Stair is low on health. Yabby's on the flank. And X is trying to fight on two fronts, and he just can't do it. Astralis combined upon him, and it's Nyx. And we said that earlier on, that round where he gets the 3K might be enough to catalyze them into a comeback. And he's got to win this in a 1v2 with 10 seconds left. Bomb picked up. Yabby closes the door, and the chances now dwindle to nothing. There's no time to win it. Nyx has to run away, and Astralis grab map and series points.
Yeah, Stair's earning himself a steak dinner tonight. How many rounds has he bailed them out of at the lower bomb site? This is an incredible showing on the ramp. And do you wrap up heaven or do you go towards ramp room? That's the question that MIBR have to answer. And it's going to be heaven.
Now the climb up.
Device has just gotten back to Hut to watch for the Heaven play. They've cleared everything else on the map while MIBR's taken their time getting into this position. There's a single Molotov for the T side to use to get in. Device has got at least one.
Oopsie. In the sight, it's going to be one quick kill from him, and Breno is going to respond with a P250. Nix comes back as well. Yabby to go down. Nice shot from Device, and that might just be it because it was actually Stare to steal it and Device to close it, and Astralis head into the playoffs. They get it done versus MLBR twice in the group stages, defeating him in the opening game and now in the final chance.
Yeah, I mean, nice attempt for MIBR. Looked like a much stronger level out of them than when we saw in the initial match.